Just a quick one about timber selection. So when I first started, I went to the timber supplier and hand selected each stick of timber for whatever project I had on at the time. Now, grateful that I have, a bit of a lead time, so at least 3 to 6 months is what I try to aim for. And with that means that I can purchase timber in bulk. I only use three species, which again I'll talk about in another chat. But in this case, when I buy packs of timber, I'm always going for longer lengths if I can. So I think about the pieces that are in my collection and the lengths that I'm going to use. And in this case, I've got a bunch of 2.7s and 3.0s. That's kind of on the shorter side. And then down here in the 2 inch, I've got some 3.6s and 3.3s. That's generally how they come here in Australia, is two sizes. So the imported timbers, mixed width and set length, and you will get like 2.7s and 3s, or 2.1s and 2.4s, etc. Or if you get the Aussie hardwoods like my blackwood, that comes in generally set lengths but mixed, set width but mixed lengths. So in this case, what's so good about purchasing in bulk is that for this table in particular, if you can see here, that's one table that I'm able to get out of 5 sticks of timber and 2 bits of offcuts from another project. What this means is, as well, having a whole pack to choose from, I can kind of go through and be selective with the grain that I'm going to use. In this case, it's oak, which is pretty consistent anyway, but there is tonal variance between the sticks of timber in a pack. So if I had a timber order and I only ordered 10 sticks of timber and they came and half of it's a different color to the other part, that might be a bit of a stitch up. In this case, you're able to hand select, and again, because I've got so many sticks to choose from, you can just be really economical, and not just economical in terms of saving money, but just reducing waste, man. So in this case, I'm going to get, these are all going to be the same length, the same width for aesthetics. And I'm able to rip out of some of these wider pieces, the rails. So tonally, it's all going to match up. And again, this is only a 1.8 meter dining table. So it's going to end around here, and I'm able to get the rest of the table from the offcuts, so the legs that are going to be milled up in the rails. Pretty handy to be able to get it all from the same stick, and yeah, it makes a big difference ordering those longer lengths. The other side of this is, so this is a dining table in oak, and then 6 chairs to go with it. So a 1.8 meter dining table, just a 6-seater. And I'm always saving offcuts. So in this case, I've got a bunch of 2 inches that, short offcuts. I think this one's 300, and so on. These are, I've gone through them, and they are mostly tonally consistent. But I'm gonna use all these offcuts. I'm gonna mill them up into some 30 by 40 profile and use them for rails for the seat. So handy, like I keep everything, and yeah, just being able to reuse those offcuts to go into the project makes a big difference. I'm using a big stick here for all the legs. All the legs are going to be consistent. The legs and the backrest I'm going to get out of the one stick of timber, and those are kind of like your visual points. And same with the seats. I'm going to mill the seats up from one stick of timber, or at least each seat's going to come from the same piece of timber. I might get three seats per stick. And they're kind of like the points that are more important to make sure that they're tonally consistent. The frame that's going to be hidden by the seat and under the chair, less important, and I'm kind of happy to use the offcuts in that case. All right, thanks guys.